Ang storytelling usa ka nindot nga pamaagi sa pag-convey og message sa atong mga kabatununan, ilabi na sa mga values. It triggers the imagination and creativity of young children. Ang Ramon Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated, Dolores Aboitiz Children's Fund o RAFI Culture and Heritage Unit naghiusa sa panghigayon sa Handurawan uban sa amo ang mga partners. We hope that through this project, children will be inspired sa kanindot sa Cebuano culture and heritage.
Maayong hapon, kids! Kumusta? Are you ready to let your imagination fly high into the Cebuano sky and your wonder go under onto the depths of the Cebuano Sea? Our stories this afternoon is about a kid like you, who is the most popular and most loved kid in Cebu. Like you, this kid is playful, helpful, and wonderful. He is none other than the Santo.Niño. Do you know him? Have you seen him before? What do you think of him? Great! I shall be reading stories about him in English and Cebuano. Are you ready to listen, kids? Remember, these are just folktales or stories which are not true, but are stories that a lot of people know because they have been shared by their parents and their parents before their parents, and so on and so forth. Now, I'm telling you the stories so you can share them with your family and friends. Let's begin with a story of how he came to be, the legend or origin of the Santo.Niño. Anaa kuno'y mangingisda nga di malasun. There was a poor fisherman who is said to be unlucky. Matag gabii mo adto siya sa lawod aron mangisda. He would go out every night to sea and fish. Apan, ang iya rang makuha sa iyang pupot mao ang usa ka kahoy. But all he would catch with his net is a piece of firewood. Ikatulo ka higayon maoy iyang makuha ug matag higayon iya kining ilabay balik sa dagat. 3 times he would catch it, and every time he would throw it back to the sea. Unsa gyud ning kahuya? What kind of wood is this? Nganong pirmi siya masangit sa akong pukot? Why does it keep on coming back to my net? Gisapot dala kahibulong, gidala sa mangingisda ang kahoy. Frustrated but fascinated, the fisherman decided to bring the wood home. Pag-abot sa iyang balay, upon arriving at his house in the morning, he saw his wife drying rice outside. Iyang gilabay ang kahoy ibabaw sa bugas nga gibuwad sa yuta. He threw the firewood on top of the rice spread on the ground to dry. Niingon siya, he said, "Kung katingalahan jud ka nga kahoy, if you are a thing of magic, tan-awon ta kung imo bang mapugnan ang mga langgam ug manok sa pagkaon sa bugas. Let's see if we can keep the birds and chickens from eating the rice." Pagkagabi ni Ana, when evening came, iyang nakita nga wa gyud nahilabti ang bugas. He saw the rice still untouched. Iyang gidala ang kahoy sulod sa balay. He decided to bring the firewood inside his house. Sa iyang pagkatulog, when he slept, Nagdamgo siya nga ang kahoy nga iyang nakuha nahimong imahen sa usa ka bata. He dreamt that the firewood he had caught at sea became a statue of a child. Pagmata niya, when he opened his eyes, true enough, naghinay-hinay kausab ang kahoy ngadto sa porma sa usa ka bata. The wood has started to transform into the shape of a child. Pagkalabay sa pila ka adlaw, as days went by, nagkaklaro ang panagway hangtod nahimo kining imahen sa Santo Niño nga atong makita karon. The features became clearer until it became the image of the Santo Niño as we see it today. He has come under the care of the Augustinian priests in the church. Rightly so, for they have taken care of the Santo Niño for 500 years, even despite of the child's many tricks. Here's one of them. Kada buntag, every morning, anaay mamaligya og labas og lami ang danggit nga muagi atubangan sa basilika. A fish vendor selling fresh and tasty danggit would pass by the basilika. Isda, lami ang danggit mo diha. Fish, tasty danggit. Dali o palit kamo samtang labas pa. Come and get them while they're still fresh. Kanunay siyang tagbuon sa usa ka itumon ug kuluton og buhok nga batang lalaki nga nagpaabot nga mopalit og isda kaniya. He would always be met by a dark, curly-haired boy who would be waiting for him to buy fish. Iyang giingnan ang tendero. He would tell the seller, "Ganahan kaayo si Padre sa isda nga imong gibaligya apan natulog pa siya. Father loves your fish but he is still sleeping. Balika na lang unya ang bayad ha. Just come back later for the payment, okay?" Inig balik sa mamaligya og isda sa simbahan aron maningil sa bayad, ang mga pari kanunay nga maglingo-lingo sa ilang ulo ug moingon. When the fish vendor would come back to the church for the payment, the priests would always shake their heads and say, "Wala man sa among mga sakristan ni palit og isda gikan nimo. None of our convent boys bought fish from you." Apan, mupugos ang tindero ug iyang ihulagway ang bata nga lalaki ang nga mayong sa Santo Niño. But the vendor would insist and give the description of the boy which fits the Santo Niño. "Sigurado mo nga wala mo'y sakristan diri nga itumon ug kuluton ug buhok? Are you sure there's none among your altar boys here with dark skin and curly hair?" Murag na sayod, ang pangulo sa mga sakristan muadto diretso sa urna sa imahen sa Santo Niño ug makit-an ang danggit sa tiilan sa imahen. Knowingly, the head altar boy would then go to the glass case where the image of the Santo Niño is placed and find the string of danggit at the foot of the image. Mubayad na lang ang pangulong pari nga nagkatawa. The head priest would always end up paying the vendor with a chuckle. Not only does the Santo Niño like to play jokes, he is said to like wandering around too. Here are two instances. Anaay sakristan nga miingon, sa kadaghanan nga higayon niya masakpan, matag buntag nga nabasa ang sinina sa Santo Niño ug nanimaho og dagat. An altar boy is said to have told of the many times he'd find every morning the Santo Niño's dress wet and smelled of the sea. Ana ay lain pang sakristan, nga giingong ganahan kaayog tuba o pirming hubog. Another altar boy, said to be fond of the local coconut wine and often drunk. Gidungog siya nga nagbagulbol bahin sa matagbuntag iyang makitaan ang sinina sa Santo Niño na puno og namilit nga amorsiko. He is heard to have complained about how every morning he would find the Santo Niño's robes full of amorseko sticking to it. Ay, diin ka naglaag gabi padlungon nga bata. Where have you been wandering last night, you naughty boy? Samtang gipangtangtang ang amorseko tagsa-tagsa while slowly picking the amorseko one by one. Padayon sa iyang reklamo, niingon siya. Continuing to complain, he would say, "Maayo ra ba kung sa imong paglaag, imo kong gidad-an og pangtuba? It would have been good if in your wanderings, you'd bring back money for wine." Maunang sa paghuman, matag limpyo niya sa imahe ni Santo Niño ug iyang makit-an ang sinina nga napuno sa namilit nga amorseko. Thereafter, every time he came to fix the image of the Santo Niño and find his clothes filled with the amorseko, makit-an pud sa sakristan ang sinsilyo sa tiilan sa imahen aron ipalit og tuba. The altar boy would also find a few coins at the image's feet for the former to buy his wine. Kids, do you like the stories you heard? What do you think of the Santo Niño? He's quite the kid, no? Do you see yourself in him? But beyond his being a child, he is very endearing. The reason why Cebuanos, and all Filipinos for that matter, love him dearly. Tell us what you think of the stories, kids. Ask your parents or teacher to send us a message on facebook.com/rafi.org.ph or facebook.com/gabiisakabilin Cebu. Also, there are questions at the end of this video that we will be posting so you can talk more about the stories with your parents or your teacher. Just remember that every second Friday of the month is Storytelling Afternoons in Handurawan, Cebuano Folklore for Children. Goodbye, kids!